Governor Muhammadu Yahaya participated in the All Progressive Congress APC Local Government Congress held across Gombe State. Chairman Nigeria Exchange Group calls for responsible adoption of all, saying trust, transparency, and strong governance determines the country's success in digital economy. Plus, Nigeria Union of Journalists Gombe State branch distributes Ramadan food items to members. Hello everyone, good evening and welcome. It's a pleasure having you on the news tonight. My name is Arkitoma. Stay tuned as I bring you details of the news. Gombe State Governor Muhammadu Yahaya on Saturday participated in the local government area congress of the All Progressive Congress held in Gombe. Speaking at the Gombe Local Government Area APC Congress held at ED Primary School premises, the governor emphatically reiterated his total commitment and support for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, declaring that the APC remains solid, united and firmly focused on delivering good governance. He expressed confidence that riding on its impressive record of performance and expanding progress support, the party is well positioned to secure a decisive and resounding victory in the 2027 polls at all levels. Yahaya commended party faithfuls and stakeholders for their unity, discipline, and steadfast commitment to the growth and consolidation of the APC across the state. He noted that the smooth and peaceful conduct of the Congress reflects the maturity, cohesion, and strength of the party's internal democratic processes. The governor pointed out that the APC remains the most formidable political platform in Nigeria, adding that the ongoing congresses will further strengthen the party's structure from the grassroots, deepen internal democracy, and strategically position it for greater electoral successes. He reassured party members that the APC-led administration at both the state and federal level will continue to implement people-oriented policies and programs aimed at improving the welfare and living standard of citizens, urging supporters to remain steadfast and committed to the ideals of the party. In this remark, the chairman of the State Local Government Area and Ward Congresses Committee in Gombe State, Dr. Enju Madabu, announced that the party adopted a consensus arrangement for the congresses following extensive consultation among stakeholders to promote unity, stability, and cohesion. Dr. Dabo expressed satisfaction with the conduct of the exercise, describing it as peaceful, orderly, and transparent. He noted that the progress across the state strictly adhered to party guidelines. He particularly commended the calm atmosphere that characterized the Congress and applauded party leaders and members of their cooperation, which he said was instrumental to the success of the exercise. Similarly, the supervisor of the Congress in Gombe Local Government Area, Honorable Ado Umar, reaffirmed that all laid down rules and procedures were duly followed, leading to the adoption of the consensus method that produced the new party officials. The Congress was attended by party elders, leaders, stakeholders, and members drawn from the 11 wards of Gombe Local Government areas, while similar exercises were simultaneously conducted across other local government areas of the state. The All Progressive Congress APC has conducted its local government congress in the Langa local government area of Gombe State through affirmation exercises. Speaking at the event held at the APC Secretariat in Telese, Deputy Governor Manasa Adania Jato congratulated the newly reaffirmed officials. He urged them to uphold the party's value and treat all members with fairness and dignity. Dr. Jato emphasized that leadership within the party requires listening to members' concerns and channeling them through the proper organs for necessary action. He then called on party members to respect constituted authorities, abide by the law, and seek redress through established mechanism. He encouraged members to pray for their leaders, noting that leadership is a significant responsibility that determines divine guidance and collective support. The Deputy Governor further advised the affirmed executives to run an inclusive administration, stressing that consensus and dialogue remain key tools for maintaining unity after an affirmation exercise. Explaining the rationale for the affirmation process, Congress Coordinator Abdul Wahab Sabo, who also served as Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on small-scale businesses and investments, said the method was agreed upon by stakeholders to foster cohesion and avoid dispute. He noticed that the affirmation was the result of wide consultation and consensus among party leaders and should be accepted in good faith for the overall progress of the APC in the area. In the exercise, Abubakar Husseini emerged as chairman of the APC in Balanga local government area, Bashir Ali Liman as secretary, and Philibus as treasurer, alongside other executive members. Earlier in his welcome address, chairman of Balanga local government area, Ibrahim Salisu Jaitau, called for calm, orderliness, and peaceful conduct throughout the Congress. He reminded members that leadership is ordained by God and urged them to accept the affirmation outcome in the interest of party unity and growth. The All Progressive Congress APC in Kaltungu local government has held its Congress to usher in new executive members. The Congress, which took place at the Amdo Adere Event Center, saw large turnout of party faithfuls. Addressing party members, the Secretary to the State Government, Professor Ibrahim Abubakar Jodi, tasked them to work as a family to ensure the success of the party in the coming election. Professor Jodi also urged the new party leaders in Kaltungu local government to run an inclusive administration that create enabling environments that all members will contribute effectively to its growth. He further commended the outgoing executive members for their resilience and sacrifices that had brought the party this far. In his remark, Chairman Kaltungu Local Government Council, Mr. Ilya Asliman, appreciated members of the APC for their continued support to the party activities, pledging equal treatment to all events, as he further charged the new leadership to close rank for victories of the APC in the upcoming election. The returning officer of the Congress, Dr. Sani Kumu, had earlier explained that in line with the new Electoral Act signed recently by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, following its passage by the National Assembly, the party in state adopted the consensus method in deciding the leadership of the party at all levels. During the Congress, 27 members were elected, with Buba Galadima emerged chairman, Vice Chairman Musa Kali, Secretary Umar Hamadu Dahiru Muhammad, legal advisor, among others. The Speaker of the Gombe State House of Assembly, Abubakar Muhammad Lugeriru, has urged members of the All Progressive Congress APC executives ex-co of Aku local government area to remain dedicated to the discharge of their duties for success of the party. In a press statement signed by the local government information officer Ilya Jepindiga, the Speaker gave the advice during the Aku local government APC Congress held at the party secretariat. He expressed satisfaction with the conduct of the Congress and commended party members for their maturity and cooperation throughout the exercise, stressing the need for unity and mutual cooperation for greater political progress. In his address, Alhaji Abubakar Muhammad Waziri, the Gombe State Coordinator for the Ministry of Local Government and Community Development and the Organizing Committee Chairman for the APC Local Government Progresses, congratulated the newly elected APC Local government schools and advised them to make effective use of their offices to strengthen the party structure at the grassroots level as the 2027 general elections is fast approaching. Alhaji Abdul Kadri Muhammad Waziri also appreciated the governor of Gombe State, Muhammadu Inuwa, for his unwavering support, visionary leadership, and continuous effort in strengthening the APC and advancing developmental initiatives across the state. In his remark, the chairman of Akko local government, Mohammed Nadi Adamu, who also serves as the secretary of the organizing committee, expressed satisfaction with the peaceful and successful conduct of the APC local government congress. He commended party members for their cooperation, patience, and strong commitment to the democratic process. In his vote of thanks, the newly elected APC chairman of Akko local government, Alhaji Idris Marka, appreciated party leaders, delegates, and members for their collective effort in ensuring a peaceful and successful Congress. He also thanked Governor Muhammadu Inuwa for his commitment to infrastructural development and good governance under the APC-led administration in Gombe State. The Gombe State Council of the Nigerian Union of Journalists (NUJ) has distributed Ramadan food items to its members, courtesy of the Northeast Development Commission (NEDC). The distribution exercise was carried out through the two chapters of the council, aiming to supporting members during this period of Ramadan. In a press statement signed by the secretary of the NUJ, Shaibu Umar, indicated that the Gombe State NUJ Chairman Farouk Maazugumbe expressed gratitude to the NEDC for their kind gesture, acknowledging the importance of supporting journalists, particularly during the challenging times. He assured the Commission of the NUJ continued partnership, emphasizing the significance of their collaboration. The statement also explained that the distribution exercise is part of the NUJ's efforts to support its members and promote their welfare, adding that the Gombe State Council has been working tirelessly to ensure that its members are well supported, and this initiative is a testament to their commitment. He commended the Nigerian Union of Journalists President Comrade Al-Hassan Yahya Abdullahi and the NEDC for their gesture and for being instrumental in supporting various initiatives in the Northeast region and beyond, adding that this gesture is a reflection of their dedication to improving the lives of citizens and prayed for more success in their endeavors. The Gombe State, the State Amira of the Federation Muslim Women's Association in Nigeria, frontman Hajia Habibatu Idris, has officially opened the 2026 Ramadan Tafsir for this year. In an address, Hajia Habibatu Idris Kwara advised women and children to pursue both Islamic and Western education to promote proper discipline and moral development in the society. She emphasized that education plays a vital role in building a responsible and progressive community. She also commended the effort of the state governor Muhammadu Inuwa for his continued support and commitment to the development of the education sector in the state. The Amira encouraged students to remain dedicated and hardworking in their studies, describing education as the pillar of societal development. The event also featured the graduation ceremony of students from Form 1 school. Muslims have been encouraged to double effort in good deeds as the Ramadan fasting commences. The advice was contained in a Friday sermon delivered by the Chief Imam of ADP Quarters Friday Mosque Gombe and the Deputy Chief Imam of Kantuma Markets Friday Mosque in Biliri, Sheikh Abdullahi Usman Shalan and Al-Kali Idris Umar Rame. The Imam said, Ramadan fasting is a period that comes only once in a year, and it's a period full of blessings and bounties awaiting those who committed in worshiping Allah.
saboda a tattaka muku a tabbatar muku samun nutsuwa wajen aikata ayyuka na gargatu da nisan da saba wa Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. Shi yasa Allah ya sanya muku wannan wata na Ramadan, Allah yake maimaita muku shi a duk shekara za ku yi so daya.
Sheikh Shalan and Al-Khali Ramia advises Muslims to also give out feedings, perform worshipping in a congregation, and engages in recitation of the Holy Quran, verses of the Holy Quran and tradition of the Prophet, which encourages believers to be kind to their less privileged in the month of Ramadan. The scholar cited that the reward of any good deeds in the month of Ramadan is being multiplied 10 times. He urged the congregation to utilize their good health and time to invest for the hereafter, while calling on citizens to engage to ensure collecting their voter cards and exercise their civil rights, to usher leaders that will improve their well-being. Continued praying for Allah's intervention in their daily lives, praying for peaceful coexistence in the country. And Christian women have been urged to remain industrious and uphold the virtues of holiness in order to influence their communities positively. The charge was given at the 2026 Annual Women Conference of the Global Methodist Church Nigeria Northern Conference held at GMC Popondi Church in Gwandun District of Shangon Local Government Area. Guest speaker Reverend Lydia Alafi, who is the Reverend in charge of GMC Tumfree, spoke on the theme, Fear the Lord and keep his commandments, drawn from the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verses 13. She emphasized that, according to King Solomon's teaching, that worldly possession is vanity and that the true purpose of life lies in the fears of God.
Family, you cater for your children, with the church around you, then you influence your environment, especially with the socio-economic environment of the world. As we are talking now, the world is going in a way that if you are not strong, you cannot resist the temptation of being a loose woman.
Also speaking, the Northern Conference women leader, Mrs. Zainab S. Sunday, noted that the program marks her 70th annual conference in office and that this year's gathering recorded participation from 12 district conferences which feature teaching and sermons to Christian women on how to navigate daily challenges. Mrs. Sunday encourages participants to maximize the lessons learned in order to become more impactful wives, mothers, and contributors to community development.
Shown up what they have learned and let them also send it and extend it down to those that are not around.
Activities at the conference included free will offerings to support the needy and church growth, song ministration and competition, health talks and outreach program, business activities, and a special farewell session for outgoing women leaders. As part of efforts to prevent and respond to gender-based violence at the grassroots, Foundation for Community Empowerment Initiative, in partnership with Women Aid Collective, has intensified interventions in Leji and Zambuk communities of Yamatudeba local government area. The intervention titled Empowering Christian Women and Women Leaders for the Prevention and Response to Gender-Based Violence through strengthening grassroots organizations aimed to strengthen community structure to tackle gender-based violence. Speaking during the stakeholders entry engagement meeting held at the Foundation for Community Empowerment Initiative, Conference Hall in Federal Low Cost Gombe. Team leads Dr. Benjamin Amaina said the organization is building on last year's effort to achieve lasting impact within 2 years time frame of the project. He said participants to treat the fight against gender-based violence with seriousness, citing its devastating effects on survivors. Given an overview of the project, Foundation for Community Empowerment Initiative, Gender Equality and Social Inclusion Manager, Mrs. Rahab Low, alongside Project Officer, Mrs. Martha Audu Ukudi, explained that the initiative focuses on 3 key areas, which include empowerment, prevention, and response, as well as transformation. He noted that the project seeks to address inequality and promote women's participation in decision-making, particularly within church and traditional leaders' structure. Shedding light on the selection of Liji and Zambuk communities, monitoring and evaluation officers, Mr. Akalib Yohana says the decision followed extensive assessments, including household survey, key informant interviews, focus group discussion, and internal audits. He added that the communities were chosen due to the strong cultural and religious institution and reported prevalence of gender-based violence. Engaging in future penalty discussions, stakeholders' reflection on gender equality and gender-based violence prevention, but presentation of group action plans and networking among participants. And the death as a record of late John Daniel Angombe, brother to member representing Biliri East in Gombe State House of Assembly. Late John Daniel Angombe passed away on Friday at the Gombe State Specialist Hospital following a protracted illness. He is survived by his mother, Mama Ella Daniel Ongombe, and 4 siblings, including Honorable Yakubu Daniel Shetima, who is also the member representing Biliri East in the Gombe State House of Assembly. A statement signed by the Shetima Yakubu Daniel stated that the burial will take place on Sunday, 22nd February 2026, and sympathizers are requested to assemble at the Gombe State Specialist Hospital mortuary at 10 a.m. on Sunday to convey the corpse to Biliri for burial by 12 noon after Sunday church service in Bari, near the Gala Dima and Tongale Palace in Biliri local government area. And with that report, we've come to the end of the news, but before I go, I look at some of the stories that made headline. You heard that Governor Muhammadu Inuwa has attended APC local government congresses across Gombe State. Speaking at the Gombe local government area APC Congress held at ED Primary School premises, the governor emphatically reiterated his total commitment and support for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, declaring that the APC remains solid, united, and firmly focused on delivering good governance. We also brought to you a report that Chairman of Nigerian Exchange has urged response and good governance for digital economy. And finally, NUJ Gombe State branch has distributed Ramadan fast packages to members. The press statement signed by the Secretary of the NUJ Shuaibu Umar indicates that the Gombe State NUJ Chairman Farooq Maaz Gombe expressed gratitude to the NEDC for their generosity. And that's the much we have for you in the news. Thank you for being there, and good night.